Hello, Sharam Namdarian here. I'm glad you got to see Vic the cat. I just put the thing here because I think he's just going to get in the way, and I think that will be a little bit funny. Anyway, so this is a video answering a reply to Alex Fitzgerald. We're talking about being needy in relationships. As always, I'm going to be like, have you ever thought about surrender? But also just sort of dealing with neediness in relationships and what that means and sort of how to take a step back. Now, Alex asks a question with no fucking question. So, like he says there's a question in there, there's no question. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reply sentence by sentence, and the actual thing is going to be in the description and the bio, whatever it is. And yeah, let's get into it. So, question for Sharam. Hello. I'm going to turn off the heater just in case that's too loud. So this is a reply to I think it's the healing gaze. No, it's not actually. Anyway, I had a healing gaze whenever I wanted to see my girlfriend more during the week. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with wanting to see your partner more, right? Now, like the act itself, there's nothing wrong with it. If you are wanting to see them out of need or out of like a lack, like if you feel like you don't see them, it'll mean something on you, or you might lose a relationship. That might put a strain on the relationship. Again, nothing wrong, because if they want that too, you're all in the clear. So I had a healing gaze. If people don't know what a healing gaze is, I talk about it in one of my last videos. It's basically this concept, this idea that you learn to surrender, you learn to basically have this healing gaze, and you have this deep introspection. That's why I look at this when Alex asks a question. It's not a fucking question. Like, as he writes the question, he sort of has a realization. So that's the healing gaze, when we sort of look at ourselves deeply in a core and surrender everything that comes up, sort of like we have a spotlight that looks at it all. Anyway, as busy as she is, me asking was making her put off things in her own life. All right, so that's an interesting thing. That's an interesting thing. So you asking to see her is making her put off things in her own life. That shit's on her, and that shit's on you. What I mean by that is, she's a very busy person. People are fucking busy. If they want to see you, they will make time for you. Now that's obviously like a really easy statement for me to say, but I've thought a lot about this, and I've worked with a lot of people around this. But like, one of my closest friends is a surgeon. He doesn't necessarily have a lot of time for me. Not a surgeon. He was studying surgery. Now he decided that was too much, so he's moving on to something else. Like, it's all about emotional space. That's the key. Emotional space. Doesn't matter how fucking busy someone is. Do they have emotional space for you? Because you will then fit in somehow. Maybe it's going to be integrated into something else. Maybe it'll be like, you know, like it's catch up after work or something like that. Maybe it's just a call. Emotional space is the key importance here. It's do they have space in their heart for you? Now, are you filling that space then with your own needs? Like, you're like, but I need you, but I want you. Like, that kind of stuff. Again, nothing fucking wrong with this. This shit is nuanced, right? So it's like me expressing it on a YouTube video was fine. Me helping you through, say, like a coaching audio program is fine. Working through together is fine. It's really important that this shit is nuanced. So as you heal yourself, as you surrender yourself, you will recognize that it's sort of like, it's okay to ask for these things. Sometimes we make it not okay by thinking it's not okay, so that's where the neediness comes from. We need them to validate that it's even okay to ask, so we put extra fucking pressure on them. Yeah. So he says, brackets, taking care of herself, etc. Like, taking care of herself, doing works and stuff like that, yeah. There's a point you get with your own confidence where you start just expecting other people to take care of themselves. Like you will get to a point where you are whole within yourself. You are grounded in your own reality and grounded in your desires. So you're okay asking, you're okay not asking. You know, there is no draining energy. And basically you'll just be like, you'll invite people to step up because you have stepped up. You'll invite people to be more confident because you are more confident. So if your partner says to you, I need you to ask less because I can't fucking deal with it. You're like, just say no, I don't give a shit. Like, you will get to that confidence level. That confidence level is a grounded confidence level, and it requires you to just deep introspection. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Look at the reasons why you are needy, and surrender to those feelings. The feelings about them. Don't try and change them. Don't try and modify them. Fully surrender to that shit. Yeah, I had this realization while at work that I need to not be as needy, insecure about seeing her. Good. That's why I'm like, where's the question? You answered it yourself. But the truth is, you will get to a point where remember the rule, right? It's sometimes not the thing. It's sometimes not the thing, like it's sometimes not the neediness, but it's the thing about the thing. So it's the neediness about the neediness, or it's our insecurity about feeling insecure. Like some of us humans, filthy humans. Some of us humans are afraid of being afraid, or we're angry at being angry, or we're anxious about being anxious. And we're insecure about feeling insecure. Like, we want someone to validate us, so we tippy-toes. But they know that we're not a tippy-toes person. They know we're much more confident at our fucking core than who and what we present ourselves in the world. So there's a disconnect. People can tell. People will always be able to tell. It's fantastic. So they will know that there is a disconnect between what you are presenting and what you are, who you actually are. In the same way, you will be able to tell. You can tell if someone's weird, and you can tell if someone's needy, and you can tell if someone's like anxious. Sometimes not straight away. Sometimes it takes time, depending on their or your clarity of vision. So that's your like, are you talking to them, or are you just dealing with your own shit? For example, I'm swallowing a lot because I had a lot of cheese today. Cheese, glorious cheese. Anyway, so it's like, can you ask to see her and fully accept someone saying no? That's the thing. Can you make it mean nothing about you? Can you ask from a grounded place? And the most powerful way to do that, the most powerful way to ask from this grounded place is to be grounded, is to not try and ground yourself, but to look deep introspection at your own fucking bullshit, at every time you ask and you feel like it was bad to ask, every time you feel needy, to surrender to that need, to surrender deeply, wholly, fully, without trying to modify it, without trying to change it. Now, as always, if you need fucking help with this, I'm here. Work with me one-on-one, 6-week program, fantastic. You can sign up for a free call, link in my description. Basically, I work with people on their relationships, on just fucking every part of their life, just making everything a lot better. Most people either use me as a dating coach or a life coach, one or the two, confidence coach, stuff like that. Coming out in the future, this weekend, from this video, I'm doing an event with Mojo Mingle, good friend of mine, Sarah, crazy motherfucking lady. Like, she's like, I'll bring the mojo, you bring the mingle, is what she says. But we're doing an event on confidence, so make sure to, like, link will be in the description. Yum, yum. And make sure to keep a lookout, because I'll be releasing soon here on my website, just everywhere. Was it 3 steps to Unbreakable Confidence? So that's taking through the steps, understanding the steps in order to create unbreakable confidence. And you might know the answer, you might not know the answer, but it's really cool to see the steps happen, and both in myself, and I truly believe people can heal themselves. They just got to know the right thing. Some people need help, some people don't want help. I am like stubborn sometimes. My grandmother passing away last week has been like, has forced me to actually ask for help and connect with the people who, my family, in ways I didn't even, like, just in new ways. And, yeah, like, I'm really excited to also see that my honesty has also really inspired a lot of other people's honesty, and, like, my rawness and stuff. That's really cool. I'm really proud of that. I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy about my own surrender journey. I'm starting to learn. I'm basically rebuilding 2 things from the ground up using surrender. I'm rebuilding my sexuality. So like, you know, what I'm attracted to, what I get sexually excited by. That's really exciting. If you want more information on that, let me know. And also my relationship with money. You guys all know that maybe 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I did a deep dive money meditation where I just decided to surrender to all my bullshit around money. And then I was like, ooh, I got to make an online course. Ooh, like this and that. And it's basically just like pulled out a lot of energy. But, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the fucking race. So like, I'm creating an online course. That'll be an online audio coaching course. That'll be available for sale, I don't know, next month or so. It's called Unlock Your Desire. So it's like accessing deeper parts of who you are. But even that, like, I'm reconfiguring. So like, I used to make these online courses. I've done it when I was Harvey Hook. I've done it now as Sharam Namdarian, the man, the myth, the legend. But what I would do is I would just like rush into it, you know. And but now I'm taking every step. I'm surrendering every step, every desire, every feeling, every craving, and I'm just taking it really easy and patience and patience and patience. So, you know, with yourself, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. You're amazing. Let me know what you think of this video. If you fucking hated it, well, you know, I can't impress everyone, right? But if you loved it, let me know. And if there's something you got out of this video, I want to know. Like, comment, let me know. Let's create a dialogue. Let's talk. You know, just because we're socially distant doesn't mean we have to be socially distant. For those people who wanted to listen to me on the radio, they said it's going to be out as a podcast form in motherfucking December, like as a review. And I'm like, I love you guys. Great. I'll wait. So you motherfuckers have to wait also. So thank you so much. You're amazing. Wonderful. Your homework today is find something about yourself that you will love unconditionally. It can be something about your personality or something about physical appearance. Doesn't matter.